Good morning, New Cove, and welcome to day 33 of our Lent devotional series. I hope you've been enjoying both the devotionals and the videos we've been putting out over the last few weeks, and that they've helped you connect more with God during this important season of the church year. Today's passage is found in Deuteronomy chapter 16, verses 1 through 8. And if you haven't read the passage yet, I'd encourage you to do so before you continue with the video. The Passover celebration was one of the most important holidays in ancient Israel. It was instituted by God to remind the Israelites of how He had set them free from slavery in Egypt. And as we read, the bread was a reminder of how they were to prepare their food rapidly that last night because they needed to be ready to travel quickly. And the sacrificial lamb was a reminder of how God had asked them to paint the doorposts of their homes with the blood of the lamb so that the angel of death would pass over their homes and spare their firstborn children. But one of the really cool parts about the Passover is that it's not just a reminder of what God has already done. It's also a foreshadowing of what He would one day do through Jesus. 1,500 years after the festival was created, Jesus ate the same meal with His disciples the night before He died. But this time, He infused the elements of the meal with brand new meaning. The bread would now represent His body, which was broken to pay for the sin that separates us from God. And He would now be the sacrificial lamb, whose shed blood would cover us once and for all so that the wrath of God would pass over us and we would not be found guilty of sin anymore. Jesus would be the one who is setting people free, not from physical slavery, but from slavery to sin. He would set people free to live new lives with God. When I read this passage, I'm moved by God's wisdom and His love in orchestrating all of Israel's history so that it would point to the work of Jesus. And I'm so grateful that Jesus became the once-for-all sacrifice for our sins so that we could know God and live life with Him. So today, let's give God thanks and praise for all that He has done to give us new life in Jesus. Have a great rest of the day.